It's Lego the Hobbit, restricted any percent by Zojalyx. It's gonna be absolutely fantastic. And Dr. Pie, by the way. Go ahead and take it away.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Midwest Speedfest. My name is Zojalyx, and joined with me is my absolutely lovely wife.
I'm Dr. Pie.
And sitting on her lap, we have our bestest little doggo. I don't know if you can see him, but this is Shadow, our little boy. He does not leave our lap. Mm-hmm. So, we're going to be playing Lego the Hobbit for you guys today. Restricted any percent. We recently got to show this category off at AGDQ 2025, and we are also very, very excited to be able to show this run off to you guys here. So I'll try and keep the introduction here short. Real quick, before we jump into the run, I'm putting in this cheat code. It is N0CUT5. What this does is it allows us to skip all of the unskippable cutscenes within the run, and it saves about like 10 to 15 minutes in the run. So very, very, very much worth it. Also, we are playing restricted any percent. This just means that we have to play with the game at 60 FPS. So you can see our settings here, so that way you can see that we are indeed at 60 FPS. So with that, we are going to be jumping into the run. Timing is going to start a little on the weird side. Controller?
Is it taking? It's not taking me as first.
Game? Well, this has never happened before. I'm just going to relaunch the game quick because for some weird reason, it is not accepting any inputs. What? That has never happened before. Yeah, that's a new one.
Just direct it with your mind. Y'all are gamers, especially Dr. Pie.
True. Because at the AGDQ run, she got her official gamer certification, signed by the one and only Count Gooby. Okay, so I'm going to need to do a little bit. I'm just going to have to re-input that cheat code here, and then we'll need to turn VSync back on, but we will still be good to go. That was weird.
If this is our worst kink, I'm not going to complain.
True. So just quick type this in. Weird, interesting thing with menuing in this game. The controller recognizes inputs from both the control stick and the D-pad. So you can double your inputs by using both the control stick and the D-pad at the same time.
Double your inputs, double your fun.
Exactly. All right, so now we're just going to hit slot 1. Normally, if we were doing PB attempts, we just continue without savings because it saves time to obviously not save. But we don't want to risk in case of crashes. So
some security.
Yeah, just a little bit of safety to have the autosave going. So timing is going to start once the game reveals on screen when I skip this cutscene, so it'll kind of be in a weird spot. So we'll skip this cutscene and go. So this is Lego the Hobbit, restricted any percent co-op. So when you are obviously playing a co-op game, you want to do things as fast as possible. So Pi and I will be dividing out the tasks that we do, trying to make sure that we obviously aren't trying to do the same things at the same time, because obviously that takes more time. So one of the fun things about co-op games is just, being able to get together and obviously speedrun with a friend. Speedrunning is always better when you have friends to do it with. It's why marathons and stuff exist. Makes it better. I'm going to do it because I feel like doing it. Here's a little fun, cheeky jump that I just failed and will fall off the edge. It really only saves like half a second, but I figured, why not? Go for the swag strats. It's okay, I'm coming for the rock.
In our practice, I actually threw that rock and it hit, which has also never happened before. And it's kind of funny.
Oh my gosh, it was so funny.
And now we eat some drumsticks.
Yeah, well, we don't, but we make other dwarves eat some drumsticks.
Dwarves are all connected.
True.
So if one dwarf is eating turkey legs, we are too.
Yep. So we actually have our first skip is coming up here. So there is a trigger that activates this next room. And I'm going to be jumping, rolling, and dropping out over the trigger, and then dropping back in, so that way once
we skip the whole room. Because when you hit the trigger, the door's shut. You got to do a bunch of puzzles. But we're speedrunners, so we say, nah, fam.
So we say, nah, we're just gonna do this.
So here, Lego Hobbit was the first game to introduce materials, and I think actually the only game that has them in it.
Yep.
So here we're gonna go around breaking stuff, collecting some materials because we have some quick builds where we need the materials for. But we're gonna take a break from collecting and do some dancing.
This means that chat at home, you gotta dance, or you gotta put a jammy emote in chat, or both.
Yes. Get them both out there. So we
do we need anything?
I don't think so. I would say get a few ropes just in case.
Get a few ropes?
Yeah. So also we have to do mining with some little quick time events here. Nothing really too crazy. But yeah, so the quick build in resources is what is all shown in this game. We collect the resources, we put them all in a giant stockpile, and then we throw them all together to do this other puzzle here. During each of these puzzles, these pieces will spawn in this circle. They're going to be in random spots every single time, so you can't just like predict what piece is going to be where every single time. So you're still kind of...
The same pieces in the same order, just in different spots.
Yeah, but can still kind of throw you off.
And, oh no, what did I do?
You switched.
There we go.
That was weird.
We're going to do some mining. And coming up is a skip that's a Pi exclusive. So as player 2, I can actually move in cutscenes whenever the screen is full. And so I'm going to use that to try and jump over a barrier over here and let Zoj do the rest of the talking.
Yeah. So in this game, player 2 has the ability to move early. Oh, whoa, what? What? That's never happened before. Okay.
Failed.
We're racking them up.
Yeah, we really are.
To jump over it, and then we don't have to do any of this. But it's okay. We have backup skips, which are also really fun. So up here, you're going to be seeing us do our first buddy hover. So we also can team up where one player gets control of both of us. And if we mash the attack button, we just float like this. So we're just going to go out and do like 6 or 7 attacks. We're going to hold down and fall into this next room below us where we need to be to hit the next trigger for the next room. And just like that, we move on. Yep. Would have been great if we would have got barrier because that's awesome, but it's okay. That's what we have backups for.
Yep. Barrier can be really difficult because when you're in a run, you have one shot at it. And because how it works is player 2 gets movement during the camera pan, and so Pi is able to move up over that barrier that she didn't quite get over, and can run past the invisible wall before it spawns. Unfortunately, the invisible wall spawned, but that's okay. It happens. It's, like I said, it's not the easiest trick in the world to learn.
Stop talking about what I already talked about. We've got another trick coming up now. Called Money Hops. So Zoj is gonna buddy up. We've got 2 buddy ups, a side-by-side and a piggyback. We have to have the piggyback for this. So he's gonna go and do some really specific movements and not do that, but instead jump on top of the money. And by manipulating his stick and other inputs, we just get to hop around instead of doing all the puzzles. Hop around on top of the money where we're not supposed to be. And boom. Room done.
Boom. And with that, we can jump into a auto-scroller, and we can turn it over to you, Satan, if you have anything you would like to say.
Oh, I always have something I'd like to say. Thank you so much. I have a challenge for chat. I know we already posited this challenge of getting $1,000 by the end of the evening. We are only $70 away. And chat, I have something I'd love to hear from you. I think it's in the spirit of this co-op run with these 2 incredible people who love each other so much and with so much hand-holding going on during this run. I want to hear your donations. Who do you hold hands with in real life? Who are your beloved friends, family, and partners who you watch runs with, who you play games with, and who you spend time with? Please put those in your donations because I would absolutely love to read them. That would be so sweet and just make everybody's day. And when you donate, you can put it towards either our Sorry We're Closed bid war. Once again, we've got 2 really fun and spicy endings to choose from there, and it's a tie right now, so any donation will make the difference on that. Or towards the Kitsura boss fight for Path of the Teal Lotus, or both. Every single one of your donations helps Midwest Speedfest fund their events with new equipment, and will just make everything so much better for them. So let's get those donations coming.
So speaking of hand-holding, if you hold hands with a bush wedged in between, you fly. So that's exactly what we are doing right now. And this is the biggest skip. This is what makes restricted any percent as fun of a category as it is, which sounds really funny because it's restricted, but the only restriction for it is you're restricted to 60 FPS. But obviously we can still come here, which this is way out of bounds. More out of bounds.
Are in places you literally can't see anywhere. I have zero idea why the developers made this walkable. I don't even know why they made this at all. But I'm definitely not complaining because it makes this trick possible and it's super fun. Also without this, the category would be much longer and I would not be able to play.
Yeah.
But it's super fun. I don't know why we can do this. I don't know why it exists. But here we are, holding hands, having a good time. Just like you should virtually hold hands with people and help us get to $1,000.
Yes, honestly, this.
Hey, we're so close.
Yes, we are very close. This marathon means a lot to me. Midwest Speedfest was the first marathon I ever ran at back in 2018, and I've made a point that any possible event that I can go to, I submit for. And so many people from the Midwest Speedfest family have become lifelong friends and have just been there have become more than just people that I know through speedrunning. They become friends, become family, and so please do donate. Yeah, so we're gonna do a couple more buddy hovers because, obviously Frodo and Sam should not be this far outside of the Shire because Frodo doesn't even have the ring yet. But it's great because we can do some more spinning.
Looks like you got him.
Yep, I'm adjusting just slightly.
So we've got another skip coming up right here. Zoja's gonna literally hop into this mountain and hit trigger for the last room of a level 8 levels later. So just like that, we just hit the trigger, and this is, like I said, the last room of this level. Where the rest of the level is, I don't know. Why there's a trigger on the side of the mountain, again, I don't know. But again, not complaining because our tricks are great. So the end of this room is literally right below the entrance, so we just jump down, hug the wall, and we're almost done with this level.
Yeah, so for some weird reason, the game still tracks your position even after you hit the death plane in that room, so you're able to... the way that I always describe it is yeet yourself down below there and then be able to hit the trigger and get all the way super far down there without any trouble at all.
The disturbance of the tombs of the Nine confirms that...
So the next level we've got is called the Necromancer. We've got a lot of things going on here. First thing we're gonna do is some puzzles, which are gonna be great. And you will notice us as our 100-whatever-year-old guys rolling, because, when you're 100-something years old, the best way to move is to roll.
Actually, they're 6,000 years old.
Whatever.
But, a couple thousand.
100 years, 6,000 years, it's all the same.
It's all the same. Either way, they should not be rolling.
I tend to
as
agree. Time just kind of loses meaning after a while.
Yeah, I feel like once you cross 1,000 years, it doesn't really matter. Kind of in the same way where once you turn 21, you stop really paying attention to birthdays until you're 30. So
I don't know about that one.
I don't know, that's how I've always felt. So anyway, we have another trick here. This is called Birdless. So normally in this room, we have to go and heal some birds. And
right
then
here's a birdie.
they will open the door to lead us into the next room. But If I wedge myself here into this tree and then drop out, Dr. Pi will then adjust the camera and move it over while she stands in a specific position for about 10 to 13 seconds-ish, somewhere around there. I don't remember what the exact number is. She knows.
12
seconds. Then she's going to come over, shoot some magic at the tree. It's going to send Gandalf way up in the air.
Oh my gosh,
and that was
did not make that.
terrifying. But
Over the wall.
she made it through.
So the next part's really fun. If I jump in this corner and change characters, it shoots me up on top of that platform, which is where I need to be to skip a puzzle. So that's our next little.
And then I can jump on that tiny little brown spiky thingy to skip another puzzle.
And then we're gonna fight Azog. We'll have some quick time events which are super kind of boring. And in the meantime, I'm gonna try and get Radagast up in your face because that's my new hobby.
Yep.
And we also can take some more information from our host.
Oh yeah, and I have some wonderful information in the form of a $10 donation from Seldom Seen Kid, who says, I just saw a Twitch chatter go, I'm going $10 mode, and donate $10 to Midwest Speedfest Cleanup to help them raise money for equipment for their on-site events. Thank you so much for that. Chat, I invite you to also go $10 mode. Going $10 mode is my favorite because we only need 6 more $10 modes to get to $1,000.
Yeah.
So come on, let's do it, chat. If we go $10 mode, we're gonna get there in no time. And when you put your donation in, remember to put it on to those bid wars and incentives. Click that before you click submit so we can see all those wonderful things. Bid war is still up for grabs. It's still tied.
Oh my gosh, I almost did it.
Almost got like a really good position there. I was so focused on you. I was not paying attention to the quick time event.
We're just all too into going $10 mode, I swear.
Yeah.
Come on, chat, I want to read those
Exactly.
donations.
That's exactly what we need.
$10 mode. $10 mode.
$10 mode. $10 mode.
Everybody, please go $10 mode.
Alright,
We
we've
only
got
need
a
6
fun auto-scroller here.
Hey, if everybody in chat goes $10 mode, then we will get way past $1,000.
That's true. That's true.
Heck, if
That would be
everybody in
incredible.
chat goes $1 mode,
Ooh.
We
Yeah,
get
or
past
even
$1,000.
$5 mode. Whatever you
Ooh.
whatever you want to do. Any mode is good with us.
so do you want to explain this fight?
Sure. So this is where we actually fight. Oh my gosh. Can I please, like, what is going on? Okay.
It's fine. Everything is fine.
We're fighting, Sauron. So what we're doing is we're waiting for these purple and, gray, oh my gosh, blue boxes. We just got a blue box. The blue boxes, when they come, give us the ability to build these magic amplifier attacky thingies, like that. And then, we're gonna hit Sauron like we just did, and he's gonna say, hey, why did you do that? And then he's gonna break our magic thingy. We'll have 3 cycles of this. That was our first one. We'll have 2 more of the same thing. A few purple boxes that are useless. 1 blue box that will, do some stuff. We'll attack him. He'll break it. We'll do it all again. And in the meantime, I'm gonna attempt to fight these orcs. This is the one level that we actually do some stud draining, like you just saw us doing, where we're dying, losing all of our money. Because it's the only level that's actually feasible. At the end of level load screen, if you have no money, it saves you like 4 seconds. So ideally, we would love to do that in all of our levels. But in a lot of our levels, it's just not realistic. But this one, this is the last part of this level, and so it's super realistic and actually pretty easy to do stud draining because we have a lot of downtime in here. So we actually do stud draining since we can.
Yeah.
Save the 4 seconds because in a 30-second or a 30-minute category, every second counts.
Yep, absolutely. So, yeah, this is great. This is a good, fun category. I talked about this a lot at GDQ, and I will even say it every single time we show this off. This is a great speedrun to learn if you're new to speedrunning, new to co-op speedruns. This is a great speed game to pick up and learn. There's a lot. The tutorials for it are really, really good. It's really accessible. I highly, highly recommend picking this game up if you have never done a co-op speedrun before. Find a buddy and hold hands and fly to the moon, because that's what this speedrun is all about.
It's actually like, if you watched our AGDQ run, you heard me say I've never really considered myself a gamer. I only consider myself a gamer because I'm legally obligated now.
True.
Because of my certification.
Balderdash, by the way. I'm sorry, I had to interrupt and just Balderdash.
But this game is super non-gamer friendly, which makes it gamer friendly too. So whether or not you're good at games, it's super doable.
Yeah, it's super fun. So we just finished up the Necromancer. We're actually going to be coming into another trick immediately afterwards. This is called Ice Launch. So we're going to be using, well, this ice here to position ourselves very specifically and run into each other to hold hands and launch. So even bushes don't just work. Wow! Getting that second try, we will take that. And even still, it was like first real try. But
normally it takes us like 5 tries, so that was good.
Yeah, so we launch over the barrier, and we're already into the next level. We just, launch over mountains.
This level is on the doorstep. We've got a launch here Zoja's gonna do, which has been notoriously our run killer. He's trying to scale up this, he's trying to launch up this huge wall, which you have to do a bunch of puzzles for.
Okay.
We're just gonna hope that it works. We do have a backup if it doesn't work, but obviously, first choices are faster. So we're gonna all send up our hopes and prayers. Send up your $5 mode for this launch to work. Once we get there, we're gonna do some other things. Finish the level. It's not too long if we can get a launch. But like I said, this is a run killer. The positioning is so specific. It just makes it really, really difficult.
Oh, not quite. I'll give this
was up higher in your practice when you got it.
I'll give this one more try here. There we go. That's a really good launch. I took it too far to the left. Okay. I feel a lot more confident now.
That's what we want. Yo!
Nope, not quite. Okay, I'm gonna go to the backup.
So there's like 4 or 5 different death planes on this one. So it also just makes it, an already difficult launch, just make it harder. So we're gonna do our backup now. We're gonna do a buddy hover around the corner. Can I grab somebody? And do another backup launch. I'm gonna attempt to join her on the corner because...
Oh, I can't do the camera pan skip now. Because I have to climb up this.
So, it's okay.
Oh no, I should still be able to? I don't know.
Well, you can just do a camera pan, you just can't do the second one.
That's true. I kind of want to show that off.
Yeah, so just gonna try a camera pan skip right here and fail it.
No, I want to try the other, show off the other launch. So
you're trying to get people up?
Yeah, so if you watched the GDQ run, this was a strat that actually I didn't do in this run, because there is actually a second launch in this level. So I am getting to debut... Oh, come here, Ori.
A new launch? I'm pretty sure it's pretty new.
Yeah, it's new.
It's new to us.
It's new to us, because I didn't even go for it during the GDQ run.
Okay, let's just talk about this for a second. There's this little stud right here. You can get up around the corner around. I've literally only made that 5 times. I'm impressed I made that.
Wow.
But here's the second launch. Here, he's gonna wedge Nori up there, get around the corner of this gold statue, and try and get him to jump up.
Behaves. So, there we go.
Hey, look at that. It just saves a little attack, builds, and cutscene. So, save some time that we lost in our first launch there. We've got spin launch right here. This is the second launch that actually requires a specific buddy up, which is the side-by-side. So Zoja's just wedging us in here, flicking his stick around, and then trying to get us to launch up, just like that.
Wow.
Perfect. And I'm gonna try and stand on the burning tree because that's another one of my hobbies.
Break it down! Go on!
Yep. Also, for those who want a quick little doggy check, he is absolutely passed out right now. Our boy is officially zonked.
Oh,
Incredible.
He's like, now, Mom, rub my belly.
He's
missing us going $10 mode because we're only $30 away from 1K, by the way. Only 30.
Yo.
Only 3 more $10 modes. Let's go.
Just happened.
Yo, chat, y'all are amazing. Let's keep going those $10 mode. We're getting really close to the end of the run. We're already into our final level. So you guys should definitely go your $10 mode and get us to that $1,000. Because imagine the love that you can give to Midwest Speedfest and the joy that some of the staff members can experience when they wake up the next morning and see that we have gone enough $10 mode to be at officially $110 modes.
Okay, I just want to say, if we make $1,000 before the end of the run, we will show off our dog as close to the camera as we can.
Oh, come on, chat. You want to see Shadow, don't you?
You all want to see the good boy. So this is inside information.
Already, by the way, I'll read some of those donations, so let me know.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we will definitely let you know. So this is inside information. This is going to be a stealthy level. We are kind of forced to roll. Well, at least I'm rolling. But Pi has Ballin, which... wow, brain just shut off there. Ballin picked up a chain, and now Ballin can spin right around like a record player and move significantly faster than I can move as Bilbo. But the chain kind of comes with a funky little caveat. It is not always the nicest thing in the world when it comes to its level of control.
My handling goes from, like, awesome to, like, garbo. So, can we... But it does destroy things really fast, and it makes me move really fast, so it's really nice. We're just gonna try and stay out of Smaug's eyesight. Keep going, so if you want to read some of those donations.
Oh yeah, absolutely I would. First, we've got $10 from Anonymous with no comment. Awesome. Thank you so much for donating. You don't ever have to leave, by the way, your name or comment. So, fantastic. All of your donations go towards our incredible cause. So, you know, everything is awesome. But we've also got $10 from Surdo, who says, I'm going nonverbal and entering into my primal state. $10 mode.
Yeah.
Putting this towards the Kitsura boss fight. Let's push to 1K. That is right, and we're getting ever closer on that Kitsura boss fight. We still want donations for that bid war as well, so definitely keep them coming.
Alright, so you just noticed. I wedged myself into the chandelier. Zoj killed me, and I spawned on the other side, which is super nice, because Smaug is waiting for us to do the chandelier thing, and so I could just walk through his eyesight, and he has no idea I'm there. Super cool. We are now on the last little section of stealth, which is amazing, because stealth is annoying, because you're slow.
Yeah. So, you know, like we had talked about, this game, we put in the N0CUT5 code, and that allows us to skip cutscenes, but for some reason, this cutscene is still unskippable. We don't know why, but it is kind of obnoxious to get to this point in the run and now have like a minute and a half of an unskippable cutscene. But this does make a really good time to start doing shout-outs, so I'm gonna do shout-outs, and then we'll have hopefully some time to read some more donations. I want to first give shout-outs to Midwest Speedfest for accepting this run again. Super fun to be able to always show off this run. Absolutely love Midwest Speedfest, and so being able to show off any and all speedruns for this marathon, I will, like I said, take any advantage that I can. Shoutouts to the rest of the LEGO speedrunning community. They're all incredible. Hamster, Paxo, Alt Mega, and Toasterity. The two Alt Mega and Toasterity, who in a month learned this speedrun and now have world record in this category. Absolutely insane.
Oh.
You guys are crazy. I do see you in chat, Alt Mega Toast, by the way. You guys are amazing. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for shout-outs. I like to keep them short now. So, shout-outs to LEGO community, shout-outs to Midwest Speedfest, shout-out to Dr. Pi. And shout-outs to Shadow.
You've grown slow and fat in your dotage.
So this cutscene is almost over. First, Smaug is going to cook a turkey leg for Bomber.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do what we do, which is hold hands and go to the moon. It'll be great. Also, don't forget, chat, continue to put in those donations because you want to see our dog. Our dog is adorable. He's probably going to be a little camera shy because he's really sleepy right now, but I know you want to see our dog.
Only $30 more for that, chat. Also, I just
Yeah.
got something. Is that why it's a honeymoon?
Ha 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 ha! That took me way too long.
I don't get it.
Because we're speedrunning together and we launched to the moon, so that makes it a honeymoon.
Okay, we're gonna try and do another launch. Hopefully it works. Sometimes
way.
it does, sometimes it doesn't.
No way.
No. Normally we have to end up breaking those boxes, but that was probably the most gorgeous launch we've ever gotten there. We're gonna shove some water on Smaug. And we're gonna prepare some flash bombs to try and attack him. Can I change my character, please?
No.
And reveal a super secret code, which definitely is not the same every time.
Nope. It is super secret. I've never seen this code before in my life.
Totally random every time.
Yeah.
I promise.
It's definitely not red, blue, red. And there's definitely not this hint that you can build right here so you can see it. That actually it's a completely optional build, but because it was broken and available, I decided to do it. So I switched over to keyboard real quick. This is for the end of the run. We're going to have one more launch that we're going to have to do after we throw some bombs at Smaug. So we're going to chuck some bombs at him, and then once we chuck all those bombs, we will do the most infamous launch in the game. It is called Jack Launch. It was discovered by a runner named Jack Juggler, that the moment he discovered it, he posted it in Discord and said, "I am so sorry," because for a while, it was one of the most inconsistent launches out there.
Yeah.
And it just did not always work well.
That
and then,
was the run killer at the end of the run.
Yeah.
So, if you want to see our dog up and close, this is your time. We have one launch left, and then this run is over.
One launch, $30, and a dog dream.
good to
Chat,
D-pad.
can we do it? Can we do it? And then I get to announce $1,000 with these two wonderful people on stage, too.
Oh, perfect.
Can you let go?
Oh, hey, yeah. All right, so time will be coming up in just a little bit. Once this cutscene starts, and time.
GG!
Hey.
So that was Lego the Hobbit, restricted any percent. And actually, still a pretty solid time, given we had to do 2 backups.
Yeah.
Actually, a really good run with 2 backups. We will definitely take that. So yeah, that was that. Thank you guys so much for letting us again show off this run. It was absolutely an absolute joy. Thank you, Satan, for being a wonderful host. Always appreciated.
Aw, thank you.
It's really funny having you be a host for a 30-minute run, considering the first time you hosted for me was for a 3.5-hour run.
It was so much fun, by the way, I just gotta say.
So,
Like,
yeah.
these two right here are so personable and so good at what they do, and it is such a joy to host for them. Makes my job so easy. So thanks y'all for being
Aw.
here again. This is a great
Yeah.
one.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks again for having us. If you want to watch more of these, follow me on Twitch. Dr. Pie does not stream, even though it has been in demand recently. But she does not stream, but she is very often on my Twitch channel, whether it's co-op shenanigans or she'll just come in and like literally sit right next to me while I speedrun or do other things, and she'll just be in the room with me. So follow me on Twitch if you want to see my wife more. And also follow
Or a
on
dog.
Twitch if you want to see our dog, because unfortunately did not get the $10 modes. But there's still plenty of marathon to continue to get those $10 modes in, chat. So continue to watch Midwest Speedfest Tune Up. Continue to donate. Wonderful marathon. Give them lots of love.